season of Teach Me How to Cook. My name is Elizabeth Mbambi, and I'm sitting with two beautiful ladies here, Samira and Grace. And this is the month of love, and the edition or the season for February is Valentine special. So Teach Me How to Cook Valentine special. As usual, we ask the people who they are, where they are from, give us a small biography, and then we're gonna jump into the food session, and then we're gonna jump into what they love most and what they like cooking, and they're also gonna share a few recipes with us. Samira and Grace. Samira, how are you?
I'm good, and you, ma'am?
I'm okay.
Hi, viewers. My name is Samira.
Grace?
Oh, hi everybody. My name is Grace. I'm a final year accounting student at the University of Namibia.
Samira, what are you studying at the University of Namibia?
I'm studying economics.
Economics. Let's talk a bit about your school. How is the study? So which year are you?
I'm final year.
Final year?
Yeah.
Grace, you also final year?
Yes, I'm also a final year accounting
Oh,
student.
okay. So how is it so far with the studies? How did you find economics? And let us first ask, what made you study economics?
In high school, it was always interesting to me. I loved it. I love to read about it. I love watching the channels about it. When I finished high school, I was like, it's what I want to do. But then when I came here, the reality of my dream was something else. Studying is fun, but it can also be challenging because the roads that are ahead, the time that you need to put into your studies, it's a lot, but it's worth it.
Imagine. At least you made it to the final year, right?
Finally.
Finally made it to the final year. Grace?
Okay, for me, I've always been a science girly.
Yeah.
So I feel like, okay, so when I came to the University of Namibia, I was doing science, but then, and then I took a gap year after COVID, and then I just feel like accounting is a God-oriented thing because the way I'm excelling in my academics is it's mind-blowing. So for me, I feel like it's a God-orientated thing, so it's going well.
I think also, do you think it's the pressures that make us take science at school? Because at school, like, there are certain groups.
Yeah.
If you are a science student, then you are, the people think that you are one of the smart people.
Yeah, the nerds.
Then commerce is like mini smart, then you have the ones that have history.
Yeah.
They call them their army people. Yeah. So I believe and I'm glad you guys found what you really wanted to study. And like I usually, when I have chats with students, I always tell them that you always want to do what your parents want you to do, what your friends want you to do. But when you get it at the university, if you don't choose what you want to study, you might end up failing, and then that's when you end up changing to what you like.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides you guys studying, I wanted to find out where are you actually from? In Afrikaans, one would have said it oorspronklik. Where are you actually from? Are you Windu girls or are you from somewhere else?
I'm from Ochipalango.
I'm from Khobabas, Kwandaves. I was born there. I attended my primary school there, and then grade 8, my high school, I attended in Ochibarongo. So I'm not
so do you guys know each other from Ochibarongo?
No, I don't know.
You've never met, but you guys were in the same school?
No.
Okay.
We met last year.
We met last year.
You met last year at the university. So, but you both studied, you schooled in Ochibarongo?
From grade 1.
From grade 1?
From grade 1.
So you're
up until I came to Windhoek.
So you're a Ochibarongo girl?
Yeah.
And you're a Khobabas girl? Oh, you have two different girls. How did you move all the way from Khobabas to Ochibarongo?
I think it had to do with what I wanted for myself. I didn't want to attend school in Khobabas. So my auntie was just like, you can always come to Ochibarongo. So I moved to Ochibarongo.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of the two different towns, in Ochibarongo, if you have to talk about Ochibarongo, Samira, what is the one culture that stands out for you in Ochibarongo? Before we get to your own tribe. Don't talk about the Dabara. I don't even want to expose. I don't want to say what is your tribe or whatever. I just like it. Okay, let's talk about Ochibarongo alone. What is the one thing that when you see somebody, you'll be like, okay, this person is from Ochibarongo?
I would say it's our culture of wearing flip-flops. Parang for everyone. Whether it's winter, whether it's summer, flip-flops all the way. Flip-flops all the way.
So when I see people, like a group of people hanging together, they are wearing flip-flops. And I say,
Most probably.
Grace, what is one thing that makes a Hobabas girl? I can't ask you about Chibarongo because you are from Hobabas. What is this one thing that when you look at this person, you're like, okay, this person is from Hobabas?
Okay, as a young person, I would say a groovist, right? You would, if you find anybody in any club, you would think, if you find a groovist, then just think they are probably from Hobabas.
Yeah.
And also, they are meat lovers. Yes.
They say Hobabas
is a cattle country, so they are meat lovers.
So Hobabas is the best meat in Namibia.
Yes.
Just agree. Yes. Let's just agree to disagree.
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I would also believe that the kapana beef comes from Hobabas.
Yeah. Probably.
That's what I would believe. But anyway.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out. Okay, now we know this one thing about Ochibarango. You said that the flip.
Yeah.
Hobabas, the grooving. Okay, speaking of grooving, are you one of the typical Hobabas?
No.
If you're gonna say yes, then you know. What you mentioned now.
Yeah.
You as well.
No, I'm not.
You are not one of the typical. But
I'm an indoor girl.
You are indoor girl, so you are introvert. Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to know now. Now you are both. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah.
Your tribe.
I'm a Tamara.
Your tribe.
I'm a Nilsa Tamarakwan.
No, that seems like it's Tamara with extra
I see.
So we want to know that extra icing on top that you just mentioned. What makes you different from your typical Ochibarongo Tamara?
Yeah.
What makes me different? It's probably the way we speak, and also what else? It's probably the way we speak. That's it.
Oh, do you guys have like different accents as Tamara?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there are different accents. Oh, I didn't know.
Like there are those that speak more deeply, and there are those that are more light. Yeah.
Is it like the Okambai people?
I think so.
Okambai?
Yeah, it's the same language, but it sounds different.
It sounds
Are they more
totally different.
The Okambai people, when they speak.
Yeah, people from the northern parts of Namibia, the Damara people. Yeah, those ones are.
So
Damara,
which ones do you think is more into culture?
I think the people from the Damaras from the north.
The northern Damaras?
Yes, the northern Damaras.
I would say from the south.
I feel like the south. In the south, they are Namas. Those ones are Namas.
But they are mixed most. They are still a part of us, but they are mostly Namas.
Yeah.
But culturally, they are more rooted into their culture than we are. I think so. Or is it the north?
It's the northern Damaras.
The northern Damaras.
I haven't met.
Yeah, it's the northern Damaras.
But I think when they go to the south, because they don't want to blend in, to be known as maybe Namas, they just want to know, no, we are different. I think they emphasize on the fact that they are Damaras.
Damaras and not
Damaras.
Damaras.
On the fact that they are more Damaras. So after the break, we're going to talk more about, we're going to move into the section, we're going to slightly still touch on cultures and stuff, and then we're going to move into the Damara food, Damaras from Ochibarongo, which is quite interesting for me. So after the break. I'm still with my two beautiful ladies, Grace and Samira. And they were talking, before the break, they spoke about their culture, where they are from, just, as I say, a small biography, but not really deep into it. And then the school over there doing at the University of Namibia. So we are back, ladies. I want to know about the different festivals. And I want those festivals that include food. No, let me ask you about the Donkey Feast, because I know the Damara speaking people are mostly known for the Donkey Feast. Have any of you ever attended, or what do you know about the Donkey Feast?
I haven't ever attended it, so I don't know what goes on there. How about you, Grace?
I have never attended it, but according to what I've heard,
Yeah.
it's basically just a festival where they eat donkey fleas. Eat donkey fleas or like Damara traditional food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was hoping
I've really
that-
never attended
that
it.
somebody, because I want to know if it's, because I don't eat donkey flesh. I don't know how I'll be able to survive there. But I don't eat donkey flesh. But I was hoping that one of you know that what is actually what they really sell there. Because if it's all about donkey flesh, then I don't think I want to go there. What am I going to do there? I'll probably just go for the Damara Punch music, yes.
Yeah.
So there's not a, which other festivals are there that you maybe ever attended?
There's Klang Haup that I've attended.
Where is it in Kobabas?
Last year's one was supposed to be in Kobabas, but I don't know, due to something they cancelled, so it didn't happen last year. But the year before, last year, I think 2023, it was in Ochivarongo.
Yeah.
It's basically just a festival where Damara people come together and they just should I say celebrate? Celebrate the culture and stuff like that. And they will have stalls where they sell donkey meat, all kinds of cultural food. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Samira, any other Damara festival feast?
Last year there was the Kawa Fest, but I didn't attend it.
You didn't attend?
I didn't attend it.
I can't believe
it's
you
so
came
sad
in.
for Damara not to attend.
And somebody that's been in Chivarongo all her life.
Okay.
Haven't attended any of this. I would be very curious to attend them.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that I'm a Damara, or I would be curious to attend them.
No.
But you probably already know what's happening there. Or you have an idea of what's happening there.
I think I have an idea.
Mm.
I think like maybe on the first day, people get together, they tell stories, music, maybe they share
That's
their
Damara Punch.
maybe they also
Most
share the history of the culture, and then always it's gonna be food. There is always food whenever people get together.
Also.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next question, I want to know, like, because I think Grace, you mentioned that this traditional food. What do you think? I don't want to say, because I'm gonna be a bit concerned if you're gonna say I think Damara traditional food is this. If you say I think, because I would like, if you ask me what my tribe what they eat, I can tell you, even if it's a rumor. Somebody that grew up in Roshpina, but I know what they eat. So please, what are the Damara traditional food, especially Grace? You mentioned the Damaras, that I don't even want to click there. That click that you mentioned.
Yeah.
You mentioned there's also traditional food. What are the traditional food of Damaras?
Okay, let me say, if you say Damara, the first thing somebody would say is donkey fleas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's donkey fleas made pap, obviously, and then krei onde.
Onte.
Yeah, duck milk.
Techno.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, duck milk made
There
pap
should
with.
be always that milk.
Yeah,
duck
there should
milk
be.
with pap. And what else? What
Also the
else?
stomach things, stomach lining and those things.
Yeah, probably, I don't know.
The what do you call it?
The intestines
the
and those
intestines,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. They're also a part of our culture.
Also part of it. Where do you guys throw away the cup? The smiley. They call it smiley.
I don't know. I think some people eat it.
Because I know, like in Damarasa, like when it comes to their smiley, they don't play when it comes.
Yeah, we eat it.
They in the way you guys prepare it, you have your own unique style or the unique way that you prepare your smileys.
They probably eat it.
But you don't like smiley.
No, I do like it. The thing is, I don't know much about traditional food because I'm a town girl.
Mrs. Ochivarongo.
It's mostly prepared on the fire. We are fire people.
Oh.
Yeah. We love our fire and cook on the fire. It just gives a unique taste to food.
There was I don't, but I think those were the NAMPA group that I remember. Also studying at the university. There was a way that they would prepare also in the oven. I'm yet to figure out how do you prepare a smile in the oven. By the way, a smile is the head of a goat.
Yeah.
They also prepared in the oven, and I always ask like, and how do they get those spices in you know the things for the intestine also prepared in the oven? Like, and how do they get it? Have you ever prepared?
No.
I think
I'm not even gonna lie.
I think
about
you
it,
guys.
but-
I can't even go to the farm.
No,
I
I don't.
Yeah, I doubt
I
you
doubt-
even see
I
the
really
farm.
don't.
I doubt
I'm not gonna lie.
you are the typical kids that have been woken up during the
Yeah.
day. They wake up and oh my goodness. Okay, no, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move from the traditional food.
No, let's
and
move because
whatnot.
I see there's no hope here. What do they call the AMA 2000s?
Yeah.
AMA 2000s and this generation, Gen Zs and all that. So there's no hope here.
There's no hope at
There's
all.
no hope here. So we're gonna move on to Valentine's Day. I'm gonna ask you, Samira, what do you think is Valentine's Day all about? You know, we've heard it, we've seen, but everybody have their own
Version.
idea.
Yeah.
Or what is Valentine's Day all about?
Like for me personally, I think it's a day of love, showing appreciation, and then just helping each other, being there for each other. Like as the days are going, we have our busy lives. So I think that Valentine's is a day where we go to slow down and say, okay, this is my person or these are my people. Let me show love to them, in my opinion.
Your opinion, Grace.
Yeah,
What is Valentine's Day?
like she said, I would say it's basically just a day where you show love,
Yeah.
spread love. But yeah.
It's a day that you show love and spread love.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't know if it's too personal because it's personal. I want to know tomorrow on Valentine's Day or the 14th.
Yeah.
I want to know is there any special person that you gonna show this love to? You're gonna share this day with? What? Yeah. Let me start with that question.
Okay. I have my sister.
Okay.
Tomorrow, probably gonna go eat takeout and then go watch a movie and then just spend a day as us girls walking around town.
Grace, your honest.
I'll probably be with my person.
Okay.
And also
So
shout
your
out
other
to my
half.
person. Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna be with your person, probably with your person.
Yeah.
Do you, Grace? This question goes out to you on Valentine's Day. Do you get a bit nervous if you are in a relationship? Do you get a bit nervous as in like, will you do something? Must I be expecting? Because I see a lot of ladies, what they do is when they are in a relationship, a romantic relationship, for example,
Yeah.
it's Valentine's Day, they don't want to disappoint themselves, so they would rather say, yeah, Valentine's should be every day. I mean, you realize that the people that say that is because they are scared that if I'm gonna tell my friends that I'm expecting something, if people know that I have a boyfriend, and when they think that I'm expecting something, maybe I don't wanna be embarrassed. Is there a time in your life that when you have somebody that you feel a bit nervous? That you might not receive anything.
Okay, for me personally, Valentine's is not a big thing for me. Okay, maybe people would say, he's
he's not
a romantic guy or whatever, but for me, it's really not a big deal because I feel like, if he does it, it's okay. I'll be happy.
If he
but
doesn't,
even
it's
if he
fine.
doesn't, it's fine because it's not just about showing love on Valentine's Day. Do you understand? We can show each other love any other day. Yes, because he's that person that will just surprise me. So I'm okay with him giving me something. If he doesn't, it's okay.
And we will see tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow. But don't feel pressure.
I mean, I will not crucify him if he doesn't give me flowers.
Okay. Even if he doesn't do it, you can just say, I had the best weekend of my life. Me and my person, you can who would know? You say, I'm not a social media person, I didn't post it on social media, but yes, my person did.
Because he's traveling all the way to see me, so.
This is a Valentine.
Valentine.
Yeah, so it doesn't a gift necessarily.
It's also a gift. Seeing him, it's also a gift.
Seeing him is also a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
He's making effort to come to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's from Kobabas?
He is from Kobabas, but he's staying in Sokobland.
So he's traveling 400 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken, to just come spend Valentine's Day. And that's a gift. You don't even have to expect
Yeah.
And Samira, you mentioned that you'll be with your sister. Would you agree that Valentine's Day is not only showing love between maybe two people that are in a romantic relationship? Is it also showing love in general? Would you agree that Valentine's Day is just a day of love, intentionally showing love to each other?
I would say partially, because siblings are every day. But your partners come and go. Sometimes they last forever. So I think sometimes they do last forever.
Sometimes they do last.
Sometimes they last forever. But I feel
she was like, don't mention. I don't even want to think about
but sometimes they do last.
Sometimes they do last forever. And then people, they remember the good times mostly. They'll be like she will be like, okay, I'm going with my sister. After a few days, after a few months, you'll be like, my sister took me out, For me, that's my way of showing her that I'm there for her and that I love her. Yeah, so I don't think it's just between partners. It can also be friends, family members, or just strangers. Some people, they help each other. Some people, they do charity work on Valentine's to show their love. Yeah.
It's all about love.
And just to add on that, I think people just made it a thing, or they make it look like it's just a day for people that are romantically involved. So I totally agree. It's just not for romantically involved people.
Okay, we are on a show called Teach Me How to Cook, and it's a Valentine special. Sometimes we do it, we just do food, and sometimes we try to make things a bit interesting, but the show is not the same without mentioning food. So for Valentine's Day, if you have to go out with your sisters, what are the ideal food that you think that you would like to share with the people that you love on that day?
We agreed to get KFC.
Awesome.
There's a special on KFC. Where you get 2 for 1.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a special for 2 for 1. So we are gonna get it.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
It's only a Valentine special. It's something that's been there.
I think it's only maybe this week. I don't think it's gonna be there next week. I also didn't check. I just checked the 2 for 1 Friday. And I was like, okay, I'm there.
So you're gonna enjoy your Valentine's Day sharing a KFC meat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I might also go to KFC because
You might also just
2 for 1. Yeah, 2 for 1. It's a 2 for 1 version.
Maybe you're thinking about ice cream. You're thinking about pasta. I think maybe
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for potatoes, so I might just make loaded potatoes or something. I'm a sucker for potatoes and cheese.
Yeah.
So you might
anything that has cheese, count me in.
So you might be having like in your potatoes and
something.
I see. So ladies, before we close off, do you guys have any special message on this Valentine's Day that you'd like your viewers to know or to I don't want to say shout out to the Damara community.
Yeah.
I think the Damara community is done with you. What is the special? Let's talk rather about Valentine's Day.
I would just say enjoy your day. Yeah, just enjoy your day. Go with the flow and be nice to each other.
Madam.
I would say spread love, show love where you can, and ladies, even if he does not ask you to be his Valentine, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your advice. Okay.
It's not that deep. You
It's not
understand?
that deep.
Yeah.
And also, guys, men, if a lady or your girlfriend is not your Valentine by default, please ask her to be your Valentine. Thank you.
It's romantic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ladies. It was lovely having you. I really had a great time chatting to you.
Likewise.
Okay.